clean.
And with that goal, he continues to pad the stats against these rivals.
Well, this train's on the tracks, isn't it, James? And it keeps on rolling. I mean, he finds his way to the net. He's in good spots at all times right now. And if he has it on his stick, he sees the light, he's hitting it.
Icing is the call. We'll get a reset.
Well, he's been chomping at the bit all game long. Just look at his highlight pack. Multiple scoring chances here. Finally edges it out and finds the back of the net. But you got to look at him and say, listen, he didn't get frustrated. His coaches, his teammates are certainly going to applaud him for his efforts in this one. He's had a solid game and finally gets rewarded.
Into the offensive zone. Into the corner of the attacking area. The Blazers are having themselves a night. They probably don't want this one to end, Pounder.
I wouldn't. If you're padding the stats and you're putting up these kind of numbers, I mean, from start to finish, they've imposed their will on their opponent.
Moves it to Curry. Tremendous read and even greater sacrifice on the block. Broken up at center by Rupp. The Blazers will play it against the wall. Takes it into the slot. Spectacular stop by the goaltender. How did he hang on to that?
Goalies really struggled tonight, and the team in front of them as well. They've got to find a way to get back on track. They need to switch the momentum with this game if they want to get back in it.
Great feed from the left side. And makes the routine save. Dishes it off. And that's out of reach and out of the offensive zone. Great hustle to come up with the puck. Now a quick pass to Lefebvre. And offside, we'll get a reset here.
Lefebvre's been brilliant in the offensive zone tonight here, James. Just using the deception, whether it's with his eyes, with his hands, with his feet, finding ways to manipulate his opponents. 3 goals in this one. He's got the Hattie, shooting, changing the angle of his shot to beat the goaltender.
And they grab possession of the puck after that center ice face-off. And he sidesteps the check there. Passing through. Great defensive hits up play to pick it off. Porter's got it in the defensive zone. The Blazers gain possession. Oh, save on the play. Wow!
Oh, that's grand larceny, James. I mean, he just stole one away from his opponent. What a save.
And the puck skips off the glove. Or stick handling in his own zone. Goes right to the crease. Decides to think about it. And forces a huge turnover here with the steal. Here we go. Odd man rush here. Wells got it in the defensive end. Taken along the wall by Kane. Loses the coverage there. And there's the save on the play.
You know the goalie's dialed in when he redirects the puck to the corner.
The Blazers will play it from the defensive zone. Gaining steam here on the attack. Puts it on the inside of the frame.
The Blazers want to pad their stats here. They have a comfortable lead. They're dominating possession. They're finding ways to the net. You know every player, when they get a golden opportunity, they want to cash it in, and this one goes off the post.
And now it's grabbed by Lefebvre. Inside of the final minute here in the third. Poked away in the defensive end. And called for the offside. We're going to face off. Both centers ready to take the draw here coming up. And they've got the puck after that neutral zone faceoff. The Blazers take possession in the neutral zone. Look at this. They've got some bodies here on the attack. Takes the save. Grabbed along the board by Ralph. Cuts into the paint. Oh, what a save in front.
Foster's made a great quality shot look easy. I mean, he is so efficient. He's dialed in, he tracks, and he makes the save.
Scores! Well, that's number 2, Pounder.
Yeah, he's been points on this play, James, because by the time it happens, the puck is touched many times, but it is all about the start. It is about the poke check, good defensive presence that transitions into offense.
Curry's won the draw here in the neutral zone. And now it's over to the fade. Play is blown, and into the fight.
Well, they've been going at it all game long here, James. This is just a matter of time.
And boom goes the dynamite after that one. Wow.
Yeah, and he drops, right? And this can happen. Anytime you drop the gloves, there's going to be a winner and there's going to be a loser. Well, he's on the losing end of it.
Yep.
You don't often see fighting much anymore, James, and this is why. There's a real danger to it when you're taking a risk of injury.
Action set to resume here after what was a wild couple of minutes on the ice there. Keith's won the draw at center. And the crowd's on their scores! And they run it back with another.
Yeah, back-to-back goals. You can feel the energy, the wave of momentum, and the tides have turned here, James. They need to keep the pedal to the metal.
And off the draw at center, they take control of the puck. And that was read perfectly. What a play by Keith. Beautiful read in the defensive end by Kane. And we are all over this one tonight. But it wasn't quite the stats night, but I still think the right team won at the end of the night here, sir.
Yeah, I mean, the shot volume is there, right? But they ran into a hot goaltender, so they adjusted. And that adjustment was getting some traffic net front, making sure that they had a stick on the ice for any rebound that they could collect and put it in.
to drop the puck on this EASHL club matchup. The time for talk, the time for Heights over. It's time to drop the puck now. The Blazers win the opening face-off, and we are underway with this one. Picked up along the wall by Lefebvre. With the stop.
That's a really hard shot. She has a tough time controlling it. She gets a good chunk of it, but it winds up going in behind her.
The Blazers putting the advantage in home ice advantage quickly, Cheryl.
They really are, and you can talk about a good start all you want, but it's about execution. Right from puck drop, they just had those first few strides, the urgency, and they showed in the finish there.
Boston's got the puck along the wall. Great save from in tight.
I love how aggressive he plays the shooter on the inner slot here, James. He knows that he's got to take... No, this is a highly entertaining game here, James, as the puck goes one way and then the other. It's a track meet out there. Coaches certainly won't like it because it means that neither team's playing strong defense.
Lots of hockey left to be played in this period. We got a 1-0 game to this point. Back underway as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. Here's a feed in front, and a new pass. Great defensive play to pick off the pass. Here's a chance to make something happen inside the neutral zone. Boston's on the attack. Takes control of the puck. He tries to tuck it in. An easy save. He scores! It looked like he had made the save, but that's in the back of the net for a goal.
James, the goaltender's going to take a hard shot here. I thought he got square to the shooter, but unfortunately a little bit leaky as this one winds up in the back of the net.
Boston's got that goal back. They conceded, and look at how early we are here in this first.
Well, yeah, and I'm impressed here, James. I mean, it's not easy to respond after a quick goal is scored against you to start the game, and they find a way to do it. They know it's a long runway, but they want to make sure they get to their game quickly, and they did it.
Hard hit frees up the puck. Nice feed at center, moves up ahead now. Philadelphia's got the puck against the half wall. On a direct hit. Well, talk about a friendly game right there.
That's all about the bounces, isn't it, James? And you got to get the right one, and that one is in his favor. Well, with only one player planted in front of her, James, I think she's got to stop this puck. I mean, you know that through exercises they do, tracking and finding the puck, you might lose sight of it for a second, but you got to battle, you got to outwill your opponent to find that puck.
Inching closer to the midway mark of the period. Philadelphia's been the better-looking team over the last few minutes. They'd love to build on this one-goal lead. Crosses the puck loose. Quick feed to Kotsay. Philadelphia's grabbed a hold of the puck. Look at the Savardian spinorama. Oh, there's a stop as she kicks it aside. Boston's got it along the wall. Sends a pass over. Grabs the puck and looks to make something happen. Scores! And we are back to even.
Yeah, tie game now, James. I really like the energy that they've showed throughout the game, but now it's about channeling the energy they've just created and doing something with it.
The Demolition Crew have brought this game back to even Steven here in the first.
Yeah, they didn't get off to the start that they would have wanted here, James, but they didn't let that deficit grow, and you can certainly feel that momentum building as this period has gone on, and now they get rewarded for their efforts.
Boston's got the puck against the boards. Play whistle, dead, penalty coming up. Curry's getting called for tripping.
Well, the official is right there to make the call, and no question about it, it's tripping. Anytime you take someone's feet out from under them, they're going to head to the box for two.
Power play unit comes out for the face-off.
The first power play of the game is a real tone setter. You know, you're on your toes, and you're really showing the other team that you mean business. You can be potent, and they've got to be disciplined if they don't want you to capitalize.
Slides it across. Picked off by Ralph. And the puck clears the zone. And he takes the feed. Oh, and a misfire as that goes right out of the zone. Moves the puck over to Thompson. From the point, they take control of it. Huge play in his own end to come up with the puck. Great reach with the poke check. There's the whistle as the goalie hangs on.
Well, I love what he's trying to do here, James. He wants to separate the body from puck, and that's exactly what you got to do. You got to play with a competitive edge and an intensity.
They'll get set to drop the puck as this power play continues. And with the centers tied up, he swoops in to take possession. Feeds it over. And there's the save. Puck is frozen, and we get a stoppage in play. LaFave's recognizing they're still shorthanded here as they get ready for the faceoff. Gets a hold of the puck. Here's a chance to try to get it out of the defensive zone. The power play only has time for one more rush here.
Time is of the essence. You got to get the puck up ice quickly, and you have to gain entry fast.
Scores! What a finish on the play! The Demolition Crew have taken a one-goal lead here in the latter half of the opening period, and nice job by them.
Yeah, really nice job, and they've generated a lot of offensive opportunities because they've owned the puck, James. They've been first to it to retrieve it, and they haven't been afraid to put it to net. A lot of shots going forward here, and they've been rewarded because of it.
Looks to get the puck over to LaFave. Quick pass to Curry. Quick shot. Denies him on the stopper. LaFave's working it around the corner. Here's a chance to clear the puck from his own end. And manages to clear the zone. Solid hit on the play. Scooped up along the wall by Ralph. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. The Blazers scoop it up along the boards. Sends it in front. Oh, and they couldn't complete that. Lobs the puck into the offensive zone corner. Puck exits the zone. And she comes out to play it behind the net. Boston's got it in their own zone. Handles the puck at the point. The Demolition Crew have taken possession along the wall. And that's turned aside. Moves it around along the half wall. Boston's got the puck in their own end. Oh, look at this. Can't get it to go. Puts it on net. And one last save. And that'll put a bow on the first 20 minutes of action here tonight. We've got lots more still to come. Second period is just around the corner. we've had an intermission to settle things down after the first period. How do you process what you've seen?
Philadelphia is behind in this game, James, because they simply haven't had the puck. They got to do a better job of closing on it and holding it when they get it. I'll tell you what, James, that ain't incidental contact. That was intentional, certainly trying to really drive that body and separate the player from puck.
We're still in the early stages of this period. Boston's got a 3-2 lead at this point. Back underway, and they take possession here inside the offensive zone. Made the stop on the play. And down he goes, the puck goes free. Big hit along the boards, and those walls are rattling.
Well, when you're along the wall, you got to have your head up. You better be good in small spaces, and you can't get out of the way of this thunderous hit, though, because it was lined up perfectly here, James. He knew exactly what he was going to do, and he finished right through the wall.
Teams are ready to go, and we're about moments away from puck drop. And with the two centers tangled up, the winger skates away with it. They strike again, and that's 3 unanswered goals.
Over and over and over again, James, and you can see the excitement on the bench. They know that they've deflated, and they pushed their opponent back on their heels. They need to keep plugging away here and not get complacent.
The demolition crew have made their way back to center ice, now up by 2. What are they doing out there here tonight, Cheryl?
Well, it's pretty simple. The style they're playing, they're in attack mode, and it's highly entertaining, isn't it, James? When you start putting pucks in the net.
Yep.
It's pretty fun. Hothead's been so...
Scores! And that's 3! It's a hat trick here on the road!
Well, old hat for him in a way, because it's a business-like approach as he's on the road. He just says, yeah, just bring it. I mean, gets a hattie to boot. I really like the way they move the puck around to wait for the right time to be able to move that puck for the one-timer in that low slot area. He didn't have much time to get it off, but he got some wood on it and buried it.
Boston's had that magic touch tonight, Cheryl.
Sometimes when you get up in a game, James, it's easy to get complacent and just hold the puck, stop attacking, but not tonight. They're not. The entire bench, the lineup, such an offensive threat. Line 1 right through line 4. They've been a wave tonight.
And makes the save.
Foster's been off his game tonight, really looking uncomfortable between the pipes, and he needs to settle in and find a way to create some momentum for his team. But on the other side of the puck, I mean, the forwards have to contribute offensively, and they can only do that if there's a sense of urgency to their game.
The Blazers come up with a defensive zone draw. Foster's opted to hang on to the puck for a faceoff. Boston's had the better scoring opportunities, and lots of them, which is why they lead in a big way here in the second. Offensive zone face-off, and he wins the draw. And that skips away on a nice defensive deflection. Right up the gut into the offensive end. Passes it over. Bird's got it to the side. To the front. Big stop right there. And we'll get the whistle after the goaltender hangs on. Still lots of time left here in this frame. Boston's got a 3-goal lead. Curry's won a big draw in their own end. Read that perfectly with the poke check. And he's pulled over to the ice and loses the puck. Here's a shot. Comes out with a monster save in front. Runs him hard into the wall. Oh, how did that stay out? Wow!
I have no idea, James. Not even sure how he got to that puck. I mean, that's a last-ditch effort. That is fierce competitor written all over him to be able to make that save.
Boston's coaches were preaching lots of shots on net, and they have done it and lead as a result here in the second. And they take possession here in the offensive zone, and time to go on the attack. Stop by the goaltender. And the goaltender grabs that one for a whistle to try to slow things down here. Both teams readying here for the face-off. Boston's won the draw, and they'll go to work. Slides the puck over. Dishes it off. crew have to kill off a penalty. Boarding is the call.
I love when play is physical and aggressive, but when you cross the line and there's too much, you're going to get the boarding call.
First chance of the night here on the man advantage.
Well, they've earned their first power play of the game. A tone setter right here and an opportunity to look at the coverage on the setup.
And now it's grabbed by Coxhead. Down the right wing and into the offensive zone. Coxhead's got the puck. Grabs control of it at the point. Uses the force on that hit. Made the stop on that play. Foster's going to give everyone a chance to breathe and hang on to the puck.
Bird's feeling it tonight here, James. He's got the hot hand and the vibe, the mojo. Call it what you will. He's got a hat trick in this game. Just send him over the boards, coach. Get the puck to him, because if he gets it, it's going in.
And they take possession here inside the offensive zone. Philadelphia's looking to break out of their own end. Moves the puck to the face. All alone! Oh, that kind of just blows up in their face. What happened?
Well, a squandered opportunity right there, James. Not often that you get in tight on a goaltender like that. You've got to make good on it. At very least, you got to get a high-danger chance.
He grabs the puck here at the point. Taken by LaFave. Comes up with a stop. Boston's got the puck. Cutting to the front of the net. Right on the doorstep. He scores! And he completes the hat trick there.
You got to love it, James. I mean, he really brings it when he's on the road, right? And he's been all over the puck, and he has just silenced the crowd. This is just an incredible play that fools everyone, including the goaltender, as he puts the puck between his legs, eyes up the whole time, and figures out a way to bury it home. That's fantastic.
Boston's looking to carry this sizable lead here into the second intermission. They have been the dominant club tonight. Oh, he's cooking now. Oh, he's not takes a shot. Oh, and he's dialed in tonight. What a save on that one. Boston's generated a lot of quality scoring chances, which is why they lead here late in the second. And a solid job tying up his opponent. Gaining speed through center, and here they come on the attack. Slides the puck down low. Looks like there's a delayed penalty being called here by the officials. Whistle blows, stopping the play.
You can see the frustration as he slams the penalty box door, James. That's his second of the period, and he knows he's put his team in a bad spot.
Birds won it in their own end. And sends it just out of reach. We've played not one, but two periods now tonight. It's a chance to go grab that final snack. Go stretch your legs, because a big third period is just around the corner. Teams are lined up, and they are ready to get this third period underway. Boston's shorthanded unit gets off to a good start. They win the the draw and take early possession. Shot! Denied by the goaltender. Oh, she comes up big again to bring him away. Oh, she is locked in tonight. They skip the whistle and move it up. Handles the puck. Coxhead's got it in the offensive zone and uses the length of his stick to knock that puck away. There's a firm collision. There's the whistle. Offside is the call.
Well, the puck has been on a string on his stick tonight here, James. I mean, the coach continues to throw him over the boards, knowing that he's going to create offense for his team. Multiple helpers in this one so far. He's really weaving and creating space. Great timing to be able to thread the needle to his line mates to get those helpers.
Goes full circle with the puck. Lets it go. Shuts the door with a great save. Foster's got the puck, and he's going to hang on.
Coxhead's having himself a great night tonight. Multiple points in this one so far. I just feel like he's playing a game of chess out there, but he's the one with the puck on his stick. So he is manipulating the pieces on the ice to open up lanes, whether it's for a pass or whether it's for a great shot. He's having himself an outstanding one and elevating his line mates with him.
Oh, my! And puts the body into it, a little bumper car hockey. On the attack along the boards. Turns him away. Penalty coming up. Quick whistle stops the play. Coxhead's going to serve a pair for interference.
In this game, you're always trying to buy time for your teammates, but sometimes if you hold on a little bit too long, you're going to get the interference call.
The Blazers send their man advantage unit out once more.
When the power play isn't working, you have to adjust. You got to get net front presence, take away the eyes of the goaltender. And what it does is it also draws defensive coverage to you. More traffic in front, more lanes open for the shooter.
Here's a shot. Oh, comes up with the stop. And he coughs it up with the pass. With the stop. From their own end, trying to kickstart this power play. Oh, big time hit on the play.
Well, and it's another hit. I mean, how many times is that now, James? He's going to continue to be a target if his head is down.
Boston's looking to break out. And tries to make a diagonal pass to Bird. The Blazers fire flags on the power play. We're back to even strength here.
Well, being on a power play is a privilege, James. Trust me, I know. I was never on it. When you get out there, you have to have some urgency and find a way to get it to the middle of the ice and get some opportunities on net. There was none of that.
And loses possession after a solid hit. Ref's arms in the air. We got a penalty coming up. Oh, what a save on her part. That thing was sizzling. There's the whistle, and here's the call. Bird's getting 2 for interference here. He's off to the box.
Well, that's going to be an interference call, and it's a deserved one. You can't impede the forward progress of your opponent, and that's what happens here.
And the man advantage unit goes right back to work.
Man, power plays can be tough when you're not scoring, but it's all about the now. Not disrupting the flow of the game, but giving you energy.
Boston's got it in their own zone. Right up the gut, here they go. Shakes off the coverage. Coxhead's got the puck. Snaps it on in. Scores! And another goal for the road team here tonight, and the rain of boos has begun from the crowd.
Yeah, right from the rafters, all the way down, the booing begins, and it doesn't let up. They cannot believe that their team is just not playing tonight, not happy with the effort as they're getting blown out. Oh, he had a pretty good read that he wasn't shooting the puck, James, because he's in so tight to the goaltender. He can't see the netting or the angles. But man, does he make the goaltender bite with that pause, puts it to his forehand, and puts it in the open cage.
Drills them. Boston's got possession while undermanned. Working the puck deep inside their own end. Novak's going to hang on to the puck for a whistle.
Let's have another look at that monster of a hit there, James. You got to love it. You have to have great timing, and you got to know when your opponent's vulnerable.
Special teams so important. Can they capitalize on this power play here with a face-off? And they win the draw. Now let's see what they can do with it. Steps into it. Stops the rocket of a shot. Plays it ahead, but he's under attack. And the puck clears the zone.
Birds almost out of the box.
Philadelphia's power play is over. What a disaster as they give up a shorthanded goal.
Well, that's a tough one for the power play team here, James, giving up a shorty on that one. What matters now is what you do next. Reset, refocus, and attempt to get back in this one.
Great heads-up play in the neutral zone by Lefebvre. Slides by the check. Orr's got the puck now in his own end. And that slides right out to center ice. There's the whistle. We got an offside.
Let's have a look at that last hit. I mean, that was absolutely huge, James. You know that this is a momentum changer. You can see the bench erupt with that one.
Boston's played arguably their most complete game of the season based on how they club matchup. Well, we've been waiting for this one all day long, and here we go. The Blazers get off to a good start as they win the opening faceoff. Moves it quickly over to Curry. Here's a short pass for the fade. On the backhand. Edmonton's got a hold of the puck. Carries it into the offensive end up the middle. And that pass goes off a stick. Philadelphia's got the puck along the wall. Takes it across the blue line. Tiptoes around the puck. Oh, what a violent collision there.
He just got railroaded. Close space so fast and just taken down.
Handles it along the blue line. That's blocked away. Grabs it in his own end. Shakes off the defender. Oh, my goodness, it stayed out. What a save.
It was all the aim, James, and that athleticism and the will to get to that puck, that was on display. Well, that hit had to hurt, James. Let's have another look at that one. I mean, he goes down hard, and when you have a hit like that, you're feeling it all over your body.
Lots of time left in this period. We've still got zeros on the board. Edmonton's got control of it now here in the offensive end. Gets the puck behind his net. Directs it on over to Curry. The Blazers carry it along the wall. Moves it to the middle. Picked off in front. Drives to the page.
Hard work leads to opportunity, and this is an exact case of it, James. Being hard and tenacious on retrieval and then finding an opportunity out of it, that's reward right there.
And off the draw, they take the puck. Takes the pass as he banks it off the wall. Finds some space in the corner. The Blazers will play it in their own end. Sends it in deep. The Rockies have it against the wall. We've got icing on the play. Face-off coming up. Edmonton's holding a noticeable edge in the shot department here in the first, and they lead as a result. Philadelphia's won the draw.
Ozone face-off, James. Critical time to gain possession with that clean win, and with a tired group, they get that puck moving around and a real opportunity on net.
Oh, they telegraph the pass, and he picks it off. Throws it in. Picked up along the boards by Chelios. Grabs the puck in the defensive zone. He got all of that one. Here they come on the attack. Fires it on net. That's not going to fool him.
Oh, that's an absolutely massive hit, James. These are the types of hits that can change the landscape of the game. The power of the legs right through the body. Lack of awareness there on the puck carrier.
Past the midway mark in this period. Edmonton's ahead 1-0. Curry's won the draw deep in the defensive zone. Quick pass to Sawyer. The Rockies looking against the half wall. Shot! Glove save made by Foster.
Well, he makes the save look easy, but it is a tough one. I mean, he's got to find that puck through traffic. He's got to fight. You can see him bobbing and weaving to make the save.
Puck possession so critical. Another face-off coming up here. Smart play to take possession, sneaking in off the wing. And a solid save on the play there. Orr's taking it from his own end. Great pass from the left wing. And that's a smart heads-up play by Sawyer. Works it across to Moose. Beautiful 360 with the puck. Here's a chance. Oh, wasn't clean, but he did enough. Trying to exit the defensive zone. Oh, and some smooth skating to lose the defender there. Oh, smart heads-up play to put that one away. Berger's going to hang on for a whistle.
Wow, James, I mean, not everyone can elicit a thunderous hit like that. I mean, he just clobbered his opponent.
Getting into the later stages of this period, 1-0 is where we sit at this point. Curry's won the draw, and they'll look to set up. Sawyer's moving the puck through his own zone. Philadelphia's got control of it now from their own end. Slides it across. Let's one go. And he keeps that one out.
Well, you don't make the save if you're not dialed in and focused. That's exactly what he is. He's following the puck and just makes that save. It's incredible, really, because you got to be athletic to be able to react that quickly.
Ralph's lugging the puck. And he slides it quickly to the plate. Philadelphia's got the puck along the boards. And he lays them out with that collision. Oh, that's one way to make space for yourself. The Blazers gain possession along the wall. Knocked away. Oh, great little takeaway at center. Well, there's the horn ending period number 1, but this one is far from over. Lots more action to go. Second period is just around the corner. Both teams had a chance to recharge, and the officials set to drop the puck here on period number 2. Second frame is underway as the puck is dropped. Well, Cheryl, already a third of this one played. What do you make of this one?
Foster's been so dialed in right from puck drop, and really the only player that has been. He has been under siege. Yes, they're trailing, but they still have an opportunity to get back in this game because of him.
Picks up the puck. The Blazers look to start the transition game. Oh, had a chance to make a nice move, and the puck disagreed with him.
Trying a nifty move when you have good hands. Sometimes it works, sometimes you get denied, and that's what happened there.
And makes the save.
I love this power move to the net. I'm going to call it driving the line. You want to manipulate your opponent so they have to turn, and that's exactly what happens. He wins the battle to the space, just doesn't connect on the finish.
Looking to make something happen along the boards. Oh, and he comes up with a big stop there.
I love that he's controlling what he can control right here, and for him, that's imposing his physical will, and he really wants to rally the troops. He knows they're trailing, but it's a spark, right? It's all about a spark and what comes next.
Scoops up the puck here. Philadelphia's looking to break out of their own end. Here they come. Down the left side on the attack. Feeds it over. The Blazers take possession of the neutral zone. Nice poke check. Philadelphia's got a hold of the puck now. From off the wall and onto his stick. Sawyer's got it against the boards. And that's out of reach and out of the offensive zone. Taken along the wall by Chelios. And here's a pass to Moose. Forces the turnover to the neutral zone. There's another hit on the play.
He's going to feel terrible tomorrow, James. Over and over again, he's been throttled.
And that's broken up. Takes the stretch pass here in the open ice. Oh, he'll feel that one. Solid hit on the play, and that knocks the puck off his stick. Edmonton's got it in their own zone. Takes the feed in the middle of the ice. Beautiful read in the defensive end by Ralph. With possession along the wall. How's that for a little run from Stockholm?
Stockholm soccer, I mean, that's separating puck from player, isn't it, James? Man, he's not going to feel good.
Moves the puck along the half wall. And that's deflected. Big time stop there. Orr's got the puck in his own zone. The Blazers gain possession in their own end. With some open space at center. Over the line they come. Fires it. Oh, and somehow he gets a sliver of it and keeps them at bay.
Great positioning by the goaltender to redirect. Hold on a second, James. There's going to be a call on this as you see the official signaling a penalty.
There's the whistle. Let's get the call from the officials. The Rockies are going to be short-handed as they are called for tripping.
Important task for the PKers ahead of them, up by one, and a real opportunity protected.
The Blazers win that offensive zone face-off. Quick shot. Stops him cold. Goaltender covers it up, and we'll get a reset here. They'll get set to drop the puck as this power play continues. The Rockies win the draw. Nice play short-handed as they get control of the puck. And a successful clearing attempt. Philadelphia's got it behind the net. And now he passes up to the fade. Edmonton's got the puck short-handed. Under siege, trying to get it out of their zone. Oh, and they can't keep the puck in the zone. They'll be forced to tag up. Takes the bank feed. Absolutely rocks him on the play, and that sends a message to the bench. And he makes the save. The Blazers are still down a goal as they fail to capitalize on the power play.
Specialty team.
Tie game.
Well, you can't worry about what happened in the game, James. It's all about what you do now, staying in the present. That's exactly what they've done, and they've got the equalizer. They bend, but they don't break here, James. This is a 200-foot play. When you take care of business in your own end, it ends up going the other way. It is something that coaches look for. How you defend, how you can turn pucks over and get going north. They capitalize, they execute, and they wind up on the score sheet.
Big time head net had some hot sauce on it.
It certainly did, James. I mean, it was thunderous. You can see the whole bench light up with that hit. It's timely, and it also generates a ton of momentum for his team.
Approaching the final 60 seconds here in the second. Here's a chance to the middle. And that's intercepted. Goaltender hangs on for the whistle.
Well, that's how you get a puck, James. I mean, you recognize the timing it takes to meet your opponent right at the right time. And I mean, that's just an explosive hit, gets the job done.
Here in the late going of the frame, it's all tied up. Edmonton's got the puck in the defensive end. The Rockies play it along the wing. And there's the horn, bringing an end to period number 2. Still 20 minutes more of action in the third. Stick around. to EA Sports, the final frame of this one. It has been a fantastic matchup here, back and forth at both ends of the ice. Let's see what happens in the third. And that tears off a body in the lane. Shuts him down. And the puck's booted away. And a heads-up kick pass over to his teammate. And now he moves it quickly to Curry. Takes the puck. From point-blank range. Oh, that's a great shot block there.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's grade A scoring chance, and you want to make sure that you get in front of that one, and he did. He gets all of it.
Broken up by Lefebvre. Philadelphia's regained possession of the puck. Makes the move in front. There's another for the hit parade. Receives the pass. Here's the shot.
Sometimes you can feel momentum swing, James. You can tell that they're playing with more confidence, and as a result, they get a little pop puck and they put it in.
Edmonton's got to feel like they've got some extra energy now with that one-goal lead here in the third.
Well, you can see the finish line, but you're not there yet. So you got to make sure that you continue to press, James. You got to close quickly on your opponent when they have the puck. Don't give them an inch in all three zones.
Makes the save of the stopper. Big-time hit at the corner boards. Ralph stick handling in his own zone. Quick pass across to Curry. Stoppage in play as we get an offside.
Well, I love what he's trying to do here, James. He wants to separate the body from puck, and that's exactly what you got to do. You got to play with a competitive edge and an intensity.
The Rockies have been the aggressor offensively tonight as they continue to lead in the third. Philadelphia's got it along the wall. Passes it over. Reads it perfectly, breaking up the play. Philadelphia's got possession here in the offensive zone. Can't maintain possession after that hit. One time. He stopped it. He stopped it.
Oh, he's like a rubber band, James. I thought he was out of the net, but he finds his way back in to make that save.
And the puck stopper jumps on top of it to get a stoppage in play.
Well, let's reflect on that save again. I want to see it because in real time, I thought that puck was going in, James. But he manages to find it. Now, listen, you don't make those saves in practice. You know why? You don't have that level of desperation. This is urgency. This is instincts. And he makes an unbelievable stop.
Dishes it off. The Rockies play it along the boards. Strong defensive effort. There's the whistle, icing the call.
Well, coaches and teammates love these types of plays. You sacrifice your body, and it's a game-changing hit. You wind up with possession, and as a result, you get a goal. I love coaches that go back and reflect on these types of plays because this is the transition. This is when the sacrifice happens, and that's how the puck gets in your hands to even start the play.
Along the half wall with the puck. Shuts it down with the paddle. What a stop. Grabs the puck. And he slides it quickly to Sawyer. Oh, what a play, and they're on the attack.
Able to squeeze through there. Now the defender is in behind, so now you've got all this open ice to work with, and you're attacking.
Steps in front of it for the block. Slides it over with pace to Lefebvre. He got all of that hit. Another hit. He will feel this one by the end of the night.
Tough night for him. He's going to have to keep his head up and move that puck quickly if he doesn't want to get banged again.
And the goaltender comes up with a piece of it to keep it out of the net.
This is just great puck control to put the puck to the corner. No second shot opportunity.
And he totally whiffs on that one. Gets a hold of the puck here in his own end. Shot. Denies him with the pad. Sends it over to Ralph. Puck picked up by Lefebvre. The Rockies take possession in the defensive end. Quick feed to Sawyer. Slides it across. Trying to get the puck out of his own end. And his teammate comes up with it. Edmonton's got a hold of it along the wall. Shakes himself free. Here's a shot. Stopped by the goaltender, getting a piece of that one. From the left side, they gain the zone.
make a save as it goes off of his mask. Not sure if he's rattled right there, but he shakes it off and he gets the save.